In today's Leeds news, new scholars sign up, Gnonto not forcing a move, likely exits, Leeds women kick off their season, and Millwall fixture moved. Hiya folks, Jay here on the 21st of July at The View with your Leeds United news for today. Hope you've had a great week. Hope everyone's okay heading into the weekend. We've got a friendly over the weekend. There's nothing coming out about it. No press conferences, no announcements from the club. So we'll just have to wait and see what kind of squad goes out. There has been some updates on some stories today, but not a massive amount of new information. But we'll cover off the updates because there's some significant updates in this. Also, we're pointing out for everyone who has missed it, we are doing a giveaway on the channel this month. If you want to be in with a chance of winning one of two Leeds United home shirts, all you have to do to be in with a chance of winning is to like the daily videos that we mentioned this in and subscribe to the channel at the end of the month if you're a subscriber. And if you like the videos, we'll do a draw and we'll pick out two names. I will contact you guys then about personalization and all that kind of stuff and get it posted out to you as soon as we can. Also, to point out, the podcast is being recorded today, Friday. We'll have Kate from Leeds, Birdran, Lockie Leeds will be joining us, as well as Max from Leeds lately, and Michael Maynard from Canada, who's joining us, a contributor from the American Leeds podcast usually as well, is joining us this week as well. That podcast will be made available to channel members tonight, so you'll have that this evening, and then everybody else gets it as per normal at the usual time on a Saturday afternoon. So we're not taking anything away with the membership. We're giving you the stuff at the same time you normally get it, but slightly earlier access for members. Just means I have to do a little bit more work. That's all. So nothing you guys have to do. Let's crack on and get on to the news. We'll start off with the scholars and welcome some new young players that have signed on at Leeds United. And Leeds announced yesterday that they've signed on 10 brand new scholars as they continue to replenish the youth setup at Leeds. All have signed 2-year contracts at the club, and as well as their footballing development at Thorpe Arch, they will also have BTEC diploma as well as A-level training or qualifications as well to help them on and off the pitch during their careers. So a massive welcome to the club. And we'll rattle through the names. So here we go. Welcome to the club, Devin Brookie, Coben Burns, Sam Chambers, Reece Chadwick, Alfie Creswell, Harvey Vincent, Leighton Brown, Joe Billett, and Owen Granger's. Best of luck to every single one of you in your Leeds United's career. And hopefully there's some names there that we're talking about on the main stage in a couple of years' time. Interesting to point out, Alfie Creswell, another Creswell at the club, and he does look like a Creswell, so it's easy to pick him out. 2 Greys and 2 Creswells at Leeds United. Future's bright. Speaking of young players at the club and potential futures, let's talk about Willie Nyonto. There's been a huge amount of speculation about Nyonto's future, where his agent is currently. Anyone geotagging him can pinpoint where he is. And what's going on with Willie? Well, Graham Smith in the Yorkshire Evening Post podcast yesterday has given some insight on this, and what Graham has said is that Nyonto is back in training and is not in any way trying to force an exit away from Elland Road. There has been huge amount of speculation about Nyonto's future, and he states that Nyonto is back in training and is not in any case showing any desire to leave the club currently. The 49ers have stated that they would like to keep Nyonto at the club and have him as part of the push to get back into Premier League. Given the potential that he has, it's a massively understandable thing to try and do. But he has no release clause in his contract, and he's got 4 years left in it, which means Leeds can hold out here and either get a significant transfer fee for the player, or they can hold out and just not sell the player at all. So where does this put us with the Everton rumour that's been floating around? Well, Graham Smith went on to state that Everton's ability to gather the necessary money to force the Whites has been questioned by those with knowledge of Everton's current financial situation. Everton have currently signed Ashley Young on a free transfer and are bringing in Danjuma on loan. So no money being spent by the club so far. They are hoping to sell some players. One of the players, Onan, has been mentioned that leaving as well. Leeds have funnily enough been linked with a move for him as well. So there's nothing in that. Yeah, there's nothing in it just yet. So we'll have to wait and see. Moving on, let's talk about Illan Mellier's future. And Graham Smith was also talking about this in a bit of detail. And Smith said that Meslier has spoken openly about his potential of leaving Leeds United and the possibilities that he could possibly have. But as of right now, there are no concrete offers on the table for Illan Meslier. No bids or declarations of interest in the player to Leeds just yet. There is still 6 weeks left of the transfer window, 5.5 weeks left of the transfer window, plenty of time. In this, he also talked about the possibility of any more loan exits. He said Leeds could probably look at loaning 2 more players out that would put them at the maximum capacity, or permanent exits. And in the permanent exits, he said Firpo and Somerville are the most likely to move on there, although there was question marks about interest in Firpo and potentially that Leeds were maybe touting Firpo out to clubs as well as an option as well. All rumours and speculation at the moment, though, but Somerville has been named as a player who could potentially move on from Leeds as well. There's been no offers for Firpo, and none of the interest in Somerville has materialised into an offer just yet as well. So Currently, the players that are there, there's not a huge amount of noise about them. The only noise is Gnonto. Question marks whether that's his agent making some noise or whether Everton are trying to, show their fans that they're actually genuinely interested in players when they've not got a huge amount of money. So it'll change very quickly in a couple of days. But Leeds, in this podcast, Graham also states that Leeds are very keen to hang on to Tyler Adams, which you've heard Parag Marathe mention already, and Jack Harrison as well, who's currently injured, dealing with a hip injury. So injuries could be the reason these players stay. Clubs might not be interested in signing players who are currently dealing with hamstring and hip injuries, so that could be aggravated again as the season starts. They might just wait until Christmas and see what happens then with the players, So that could help Leeds. That could be a huge help for Leeds. Let's move on and talk about the Leeds women's team, and their fixtures for the new season have been announced. The Leeds women's side, will kick off their National League Division 1 North campaign with a home game against Stockport County on Sunday, the 20th of August. They finish up their season on Sunday the 5th of May against Chester Street Town. A full list of all of their fixtures is available on leedsunited.com. They've got new ground this year, which apparently will help the match day experience for all of the fans that go there. Great to see them. No fixtures mentioned for Ellen Road, but it'd be great to see them get a couple of games in Ellen Road this year if it's possible. Just to, again, help the exposure and help to grow the women's setup at Leeds United. They keep talking to WSL, but getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and the Women's World Cup is on at the moment, so it would be great to see Leeds women's team actually get more opportunities to play at Ellen Road, so that would be great to see. And then finally today, moving on, Millwall fixture has been moved, and it started. Sky have started to move fixtures around due to TV, and Leeds fixture against Millwall has now been moved and rescheduled. It will now take place on Sunday the 17th of September. It's a 12 p.m. kickoff at the Den, and will be live on Sky Sports. So there's a fixture to kick off your TV viewing with Leeds, although I think there's fixtures already listed for before that, but that's the one that's been moved for TV right now. And then finally, just to say a massive happy birthday to the boss, El Loco. Will always be the boss as far as I'm concerned. Happy birthday, Marcelo Bielsa. I hope you have a great day. And thanks for any of the Leeds. And that's going to be it for me today, folks. Thanks for supporting the channel as always. And just a reminder, the podcast for members will be available tonight and out on the channel tomorrow for everybody else. So have a great weekend, and I'll see you Monday morning for more Leeds news. Talk to you then. Bye.